through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah, yeah. Steven on your YouTube, brother, let's roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTuber Ronan, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Coming Attractions. We control the vertical, we control the horizontal. I would like to say, first off, hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Do you want to say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the live chat? The first one here, channel member JPRPH1. Bringing the Thursday things, Raid, Netters Network. Hello from something last call Dark Side. Greetings to the birthday boy, Aged Boomer. Right on. Okay, that appears to be everyone for the moment. Yes, please don't forget to hit the like, share out the stream. Let everyone know that we are in fact on and we're ready to go. All right. A little bit of business before we move on. We sadly had a couple of losses today, both in the sci-fi world and in the world of NASCAR. We, of course, learned earlier today that we lost Michael Keating from Blake 7, who, of course, played Villa. Kind of the comic relief of the show, really. And 79 years of age. He, among being on Blake 7, was also on the EastEnders for a couple of decades, and pretty much every British television show since the 70s, he was in it at one point or another. So I was sorry to hear that he passed. But yeah, he left quite a legacy behind him, and as did Kyle Busch. And this was the one that I really got me, because I really wasn't, who was? Nobody was expecting that. It was so out of nowhere. Apparently was rushed to the hospital sometime this morning, and then passed away in the afternoon. Now, we don't know what happened yet. I do know that, he was at home, and this was a couple of weeks ago, and that he suffered a rather severe cut to his leg in kind of a freak accident at home. Spent a few hours in the hospital getting that taken care of. And then apparently fell ill with some kind of really serious sinus cold, and now he's gone. Say about that what you will. People on Twitter have been speculating, as they do. I would say, let's not speculate. Okay. This is a tragedy. The man had small children. Let's not, get into that or speculate or anything like that, and just honor the guy for what he did. I mean, he was 2 times champion. I think one of the few active drivers that had wins in pretty much every NASCAR series. He won the truck race just last week. He was 8th place in the last Cup race. I still say Winston Cup and Grand National, guys. I don't call it what they call it now. I call it what they call it back in the old days. So forgive me if I sound like I'm out of the loop, which I probably am. But still, it's a shock to the system. And 2026 has not been kind, guys. Let's be honest. But yeah, look, the one thing that I think is kind of best to do is just, there are rabbit holes that you can fall down on certain platforms, and Twitter's no different. Just, and if you come across anything that seems out of left field, before you react, look into it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. All right. But anyway, condolences, obviously, to the families of both Kyle Busch and Michael Keating. I suddenly want to watch Blake 7 again now, yeah. Blake 7 was always a weird show for me to kind of get into, because it was number one, spoiler alert, after season 2 you don't have Blake. So it kind of becomes Avon 7 after that. But yeah, so I'm not really used to that. You're basically named the series after a character. Once you think about it, is barely in the show. I mean, he makes his mark. He's there, but after a certain point, it's almost like the show forgets about him. But yeah, Vic Vila was a fun character, and I'm sure it must have been fun to play, at least most of the time. Anyway, and if you get a chance, and if you can find them, kind of go back and find like the kind of Villa-centric episodes, because there are a couple of them. And I also understand that he does play into the for those of you out there who like to pick up a book and read every once in a while, there is a sequel book where it turns out that Avon and Vila, and I think 1 or 2 other characters, did survive that finale, even though it doesn't kind of look at the way they shot it. But yeah, there is kind of like a sequel book. So check it out. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I have it, but haven't had a chance to read it. I still got it in the original plastic that I found it in. And I just kind of happened to find it just on luck. And I stopped by Avonville and Orac. Yeah. And I found a book in a place in Charleston called the Green Dragon. And back when I was just a little deleted, I used to they when they were still at their original location, because it's moved a few times over the years. But when the Green Dragon was still at its original location, um, there was this back area where they used to do karate classes, and that's where I took my classes. And one of these days, I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail. But this guy that I knew from back then, and he was this little kid. He's younger than me. He was this little kid back then. He runs the Green Dragon now, and I kind of went by there and kind of see what he was up to after all these years, and that I kind of look through the book, because it's one of those places where they do like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. And they got like all the the Warhammer stuff where where you can go and you can paint the little figurines and whatnot. So they do all of that. And so and there's of course a science fiction section, as there would be, and that's where I picked up the copy of the book, and a couple of others along the way. Troy also says, also, if you get a chance, check out Avon, A Terrible Aspect, written by Paul Theroux himself. I believe it was a great prequel origin story about Avon and Anna Grant. I don't know. All right. Well, let's move on to the reason that you're all here, and that is to find out what's up on the channel for the next week or so. And we definitely have quite the lineup. I am on my page. I don't actually want to go there yet. Well, we could. All right. Right now, I don't have anything lined up for tomorrow. Obviously, I am going to be in the chat for last call. So I'll be around. But on Saturday, I am going to be joining Outlaw Bill as we continue our salute to the troops with Action Theater Extra Dose. And we are going to be watching from 2001, Enemy at the Gates. And this is the story of Vasily Zaitsev, who is played by Jude Law in the film. And he was the as far as the Russians were concerned in World War II, he was their greatest sniper, and we get to see his journey through basically the Battle of Stalingrad, and it's a pretty good film. I think it's going to be a first time watch for Bill. But I've seen it a few times. I believe I might have a copy of it around here somewhere. You also have Rachel Weisz, Joseph Fiennes, Ed Harris, Ron Perlman, and playing Khrushchev, Bob Hoskins. So join us for that at Saturday night at 6:30. 6:30 Eastern. And right after that, at 10 p.m., I am going to be joining Big Al Presents, along with Troy and Netter. and we're going to be watching Tangled. From 2010, Disney's take on the Rapunzel story. Haven't seen this. It's going to be a first watch for me. So you're probably not going to be hearing a whole lot from me. I'm just going to kind of sit back and kind of take in the film. But I'm going to be there to co-host this edition of Films with Friends with Troy and Utter, this Saturday night edition. The conclusion of animation for this month. Tangled at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. All right. And from what I understand from Bill, is he is planning a karaoke show for this week as well. So once Films with Friends is completed, I'm going to head on over there and join the group over there for a few rounds. All right. That will get us on over to Sunday, as we head back on over to my channel. And I do want to thank, before I go further, I do want to thank all of the new subscribers that I've gained over the last couple of weeks. I do appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy the content that I have on my channel. And if there's anybody who comes by who doesn't, all I can say is maybe go to another channel. All right. Let's get the playlist back up here and get us on over to Sunday at 4:30, where I will once again be joining Bill for Western Cinema Presents, as we do our crossover with Action Theater. This is the second part of Gettysburg, with Martin Sheen, Tom Berenger, Jeff Daniels, C. Thomas Howell, Sam Elliott, and many others. And we kind of left things on a bit of a cliffhanger. We stopped the film last week in the middle of the sequence that includes the Battle of Little Round Top, which was on the second day of the battle. And the second half of the film covers the aftermath of that, and also the third day, which of course was Pickett's Charge. So join us on Sunday afternoon at 4:30 Eastern as we complete Gettysburg. And of course, there will be my trivia section at the end. We have about 2 hours and about 10 minutes of the film left to do. And then, of course, after that will be the trivia section that I always do at the end of every film. And that's going to be a little lengthy. So what I have decided to do, just as a safety, is I will not do unscripted this Sunday. I do have a topic lined up. The show will be back the following week. But just for the sake of time, we're going to kind of, I'm going to push that back a week. But like I said, next week, unscripted, which I believe, if I remember correctly, will be the 150th episode. It is my longest running show here on YouTube. So I do appreciate it to everyone who comes back every week and listens to me rant. And hello to Jamie Lynn Simons. Thank you for joining us, and hello to FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim, asking, "Is it the longer version?" No, we are playing the original edit that appeared in theaters and on TNT. There is a longer version that I think runs about 4.5 hours. The version we're watching is like 4 hours and 10. So yeah, that's the version that we're going to be watching. Are we going to be are we following up Gettysburg with Gods and Generals? I suspect that we will. We don't have it on the docket, but we are looking for films to do. And when we do a film that has sequels, or in this case, a prequel with Gods and Generals, we do tend to get around to them eventually. So I couldn't say when, but I got to think that we're going to do it probably sometime before the end, or maybe early next. So that's it's out there if available to show. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. To Gettysburg, it's the beginning of the war through the Battle of Fredericksburg, which gets referenced quite a bit in Gettysburg. And you have Stephen Lang returning. In Gettysburg, he plays General Pickett, but in Gods and Generals, he plays Stonewall Jackson. So he is in both films, just as different characters. Jeff Daniels is also in Gods and Generals as a Chamberlain, and I believe C. Thomas Howell comes back. Robert Duvall plays General Lee. Bruce Boxleitner plays General Longstreet. Mira Sorvino is in it. I'm trying to remember who all else. But yeah, it's different. It's different. It kind of, if Gettysburg is Band of Brothers, then Gods and Generals is the Pacific. It's an interesting watch, but it's a different film because whereas Gettysburg has a lot of action in it, Gods and Generals doesn't have as much, and so it kind of has a different feel to it. And also the thing that was interesting was that Gettysburg was made to be a 2-night miniseries, and the fact that it wound up in theaters, which it certainly deserved to be in theaters, it's great. And quite frankly, since they put it in theaters, deserved some Oscar nominations too. Come on. Gods and Generals, I think, did go like straight to theaters, if I remember correct. So Yeah, yeah. I'm going to bring it up with Bill. I'm sure he's already thinking about it. So we will see. I can't tell you exactly when, but I'm sure we're going to get to it. There are a few people who are in both of them. Yeah, there are. Um, and for 1917, I'm going to share some photos from France I took from where my great grandfather was. Right on. I'll look forward to that. All right, because we are doing 1917 at the end of the month. Gettysburg should have gotten it for the music alone. Yeah, the music definitely should have been nominated. And if you have ever watched Gettysburg with surround sound on, you know, um, the sound design in it is pretty good too. Jeff Daniels certainly should have been supporting actor nominated. Um, I mean, say what you want about the guy's politics. The guy's a good actor, Um, yeah, and he definitely deserved an Oscar nomination for this. And hell, speak of the devil, uh, Outlaw Bill is with us. Did I miss everything? No, no, no. We're just up to Sunday. We are talking about Gettysburg, and we're going to be concluding that for Western Cinema Presents this week. There was a question in the chat, Bill. Troy was wondering if we're going to show Gods and Generals at some point, which was the prequel film. So yeah, that's one that we can put on the list for upcoming films. All right. So like I said, we're going to be doing like the last. We are doing it. Okay, cool. Right on. All right. So yeah, so we are going to be airing the like I said, the second half of the film, which is going to run about 2 hours and probably like about 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to have the trivia section, and the trivia section is going to be a little lengthy, you know. So that's why I'm not going to do unscripted this week. Just so I can have a little time to maybe eat some dinner or something. So no, Western Cinema Part 2, no unscripted this week, but it will come back next week. I do have a topic lined up. It's probably going to be a bit of a rant. Yeah. So yeah, buckle up. But that, of course, will be followed up at 9 p.m. by Geeky Geezers over on Aged Boomers channel, which will, of course, include Troy and Honorary Geezette, Netters Network. You need to show the Gettysburg documentary from the 1950s after the film is done. That's up to Bill. So if Bill has access to that documentary, then I don't see why not. But yeah, he's got it. Leslie Nielsen was the narrator. Oh, cool. All right. Let's see. Right, Geeky Geezers, of course, as usual, at 9 p.m., which will be hosted by Aged Boomer, today's birthday boy, along with Troy and Netter. All right, a little bit of a program note here, guys, in the chat. Bill's review of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is up right now. So head on over to Bill's channel after the show here, and I'm going to check that out. And Bill, you're a wrench. Go ahead and if you want, put the link in the chat, and I'll pin it. And when the show's over, everybody can head on over and watch your review. All right. So, Sunday, Western Cinema presents at 4:30. Geeky Geezers at 9 o'clock. And if you stay, you will be redirected on over to the next program. All right. Which is going to be episode 36 of Reserved Seats. And I will be joined by Aged Boomer for that program. That's going to be 11 p.m. right after Geeky Geezers. And Boomer and I are going to get into a discussion on horror films, and in particular, the streaming service Shudder, and why we've been wanting to talk about. And we're going to take the opportunity to do exactly this. So join us Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, for Reserved Seats with special guest Aged Boomer talking about the Shudder. All right. Of course, right after that show is concluded at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 p.m. Central, you will be redirected back to Troy's channel for his Doctor Who rewatch as we round out season 1 of the first true original Doctor, William Hartnell. And that's the conclusion of the French Revolution episodes. And I'm hoping that they end with the Doctor skipping off into the TARDIS and leaving everyone else behind. He's not going to do that. I know, but a man can dream. All right. Let's see. So far as oh, wait. Well, before that, I'm getting. All right. Little hiccup there, folks. Yes, I'm back. Okay. Let me share my screen here. Because we do have. It is super satisfying when the Doctor leaves Susan behind. I'll bet it is. And goes back to kick the 13th Doctor's backside. I'll bet. All right. Let me share my screen real quick here. All right. We're getting on over to Monday, which is, of course, Memorial Day. And as we do on Memorial Day, I joined Bill for a special action theater There was the year where we did To Hell and Back, which was the story of Audie Murphy's experience in World War II. We did the Peter Jackson World War I documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old. And this year, we are going to be airing The Longest Day from 1962. All-star international cast. John Wayne, Richard Burton, Henry Fonda, Robert Ryan, among many, many others. Kurt Jurgens, I believe, is in it. You're Sean Connery in one of his early roles. So, join us on Memorial Day. Our salute to the troops continues with The Longest Day from 1962. That'll be beginning at 3:05 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, Central. 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. Tim says, and I flew by Normandy on the way home. Got a picture from my seat of it. Right on. All right. So there's, to my knowledge, no mystery movie. It being the holiday, I'd rather figured it wouldn't be. And just sent it to me. Okay, cool. And let's see. That means, well, again, first, before I get to Tuesday. So Tuesday, there will be no mystery movie, no mystery movie night. Monday, I will be joining, there's going to be if there's going to be a members movie night this week. If there's a members movie night, then of course I will be there for whatever that film may be. And that gets us on over to Tuesday. Like I said, no mystery movie night podcast this week. However, Live from Sparkwood in 21 will continue as usual. And we are on episode 4 of season 2, entitled Laura's Secret Diary. As we finally put our hands on the dang thing. So, and we find out just exactly where those missing pages went off to. Join Troy Netter, Boomer, and myself for the next episode of Live from Sparkwood in 21, Season 2, Episode 4, Laura's Secret Diary. So check that out. That'll be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central. That will, of course, be followed directly after by Sherlock Holmes over on Troy's channel. I don't recall which episode it's going to be, but you can find out along with me. Last week's episode was one of my favorite episodes of the whole series, which was the disappearance of Lady Frances Carfax. And it was really cool to get a chance to sit down with everybody and kind of review that episode and see everybody's reaction to it, because it doesn't end in the way that most Sherlock Holmes mysteries do. It's kind of not a cut and dried ending. But for whatever the next episode is going to be, you will be redirected for the show. All right. As for Wednesday, I don't believe we have anything planned for Wednesday. But Action Theater will return. Um, I don't know. Is it Wednesday? We have it down as Wednesday, Bill. Okay, we'll have to fix that. Anyway, yeah. The next Action Theater episode will be In Harm's Way with John Wayne and Kirk Douglas, and it is about the events leading up to the attack at Pearl Harbor. And been a while since I've seen this one. I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but you can join us later on this week. Well, later on next week, technically, for In Harm's Way as we continue our month-long salute to the troops. All right. Then, of course, Thursday night will be. You think that's what you're going for? Okay. All right. Huh. Okay. Well. If In Harm's Way is going to be Wednesday, Bill, I might be a little bit late, but yeah, I'll be there. No worries. Now I'm not fuzzy on the attack at Pearl Harbor, Tim. I'm fuzzy about the events in the movie because it's before the attack. The attack is the ending of the film. Yeah. And hello to the bird woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary. Good to see you. All right. So that means that Thursday we will be rounding out our month-long salute to the troops. Thursday, the 28th, at 5:30, from 1917, the World War I trench warfare film, and all shot to appear as if it's all being done in one take, and it's not a gimmick. Excellent film, one of my favorites of 2019. So if you haven't seen it yet, well, then you will get your opportunity next Thursday. All right. Then, of course, later on that night, Thursday Things over on Netters Network. And then right back here, same bat time, same bat channel, for the next episode of Coming Attractions. All right. Well, I do want to thank everyone who joined us tonight on Twitter. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to thank everyone who might have been lurking in the background or just stopped by for a few moments to check things out. Hope that you enjoyed what you saw. And as for anybody who might be lurking, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to engage with the chat. Just as long as you enjoyed the show, hit the like, share out the stream, say hello in the comments. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Memberships are available. And I do want to thank everyone who is here in the chat. Troy and Netter, Tim, Connie, Bill, JPRPH1, Jamie Lynn, Boomer, and happy birthday once again, Boomer. All right. I think that was everyone who was in the live chat. I want to thank you all very much for joining me. From HQ, in all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win. Good night.
It's even odd new Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah, yeah. Steve out, you're using, bro, let's roll.